Support the bad man, bro me, bro me, bro me. Support the bad man, bro me, bro me.
Got my mind made up and I won't turn back.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, I know on this platform we talk politics, but today I'm gonna have to talk about Miss Kitty and what I see happening on social media the past few days. I am not a follower of Miss Kitty. I am not one of her fans or anything. But as a member of the Jamaican community on social media, I see what's happening and what's current and what goes on. So who is Miss Kitty? Miss Kitty holds a few titles. She's known as a radio personality, TV personality, an attorney at law, keynote speaker, motivational speaker, and she's an entertainment host. Over the last 48 hours in the Jamaican community on social media, I have seen vlogs and blogs talking about Miss Kitty's husband is divorcing her, he's asking for a DNA test, and it goes on and on. Well, Miss Kitty has not said anything. Her husband hasn't said anything. However, Miss Kitty posted on her story her flight. Looks like she's on her way to America to celebrate Thanksgiving, and she showed a picture of her husband holding the baby. Looks like they're in an airport. But the rumor mill is still spinning. All sort of something on all platforms regarding Miss Kitty and her personal life and her marriage. Over the last few years, I have observed that there is a movement, an anti-Miss Kitty movement, and it consists of men and women. How did Miss Kitty become this public enemy when she was so loved for her bubbly personality, for her, the way that she uses the Jamaican dialect, the way that she motivated people, men and women alike? How did Miss Kitty become public enemy number one upon the rumor mill? When Miss Kitty became vocal in the public about relationships and about women and their ambitions, men and their ambitions, I don't know why Miss Kitty didn't take this to TV, because I feel like, say, the things that Miss Kitty did talk, they should have been spoken in a more formal setting. She should have had her own TV program and invite men and women of Jamaica to open up this conversation about, relationships and, modern day men and women and how we communicate with each other and so on and so forth. But anyway, when Miss Kitty took on this argument in the public about relationships and how she used to encourage women not to settle for less, encourage women to recognize when they're being treated badly. She encouraged men also to step up their game and make sure that, they are worthy of the women out there who are preparing themselves for marriage and for family and this and that. And I found that to be a very good discussion to have publicly. So then the insults started coming. Miss Kitty insult man, and Miss Kitty tell the woman them say, don't give the boyfriend them no husband treatment and one heap of something. And me I say, but wait here, the people them a turn for Miss Kitty, them a turn against Miss Kitty. When all Miss Kitty I do, I try to speak life into the men and women of Jamaica. Me never see nothing wrong with that. So then it step up, the attacks on Miss Kitty step up to Miss Kitty can't get no man. No man no want Miss Kitty because of how she stay. Miss Kitty can't breed. And then boom, Miss Kitty, public announcement, just married. Miss Kitty married a prominent attorney in Jamaica. And a lot of people were surprised. They're like, oh, Miss Kitty find man. Man find Miss Kitty. And then Miss Kitty announced that she was pregnant. So Miss Kitty, who them say no man never want and could breed, Miss Kitty started her family. And Miss Kitty took everyone on the journey with her. From the ultrasound on national TV on CVM to the YouTube channel with the modern day mommy and all sort of something. So I've noticed that ever since Miss Kitty got married and started her family, we don't really see people talking about Miss Kitty outside of her personal life. Anytime you see Miss Kitty being posted on social media, all you see is about her husband and her life and her marriage, and them come out to ask why she not show her baby face, and it's all about her personal life. She's a TV host, she does other things, but all you see is about her personal life. And some people look like they are salivating, just waiting for the downfall of Miss Kitty. Well, I don't know if what the rumor mill is saying is true, that she's getting divorced and her husband asks for DNA. I don't know if it's true, but me just tell her say she post something on her story, and that is as far as her response goes. I am baffled. How people could I know people business so? Eh? Like, maybe I'm busy, so I don't have time for people business, them kind of way there. Like, seriously, how them get the tea so fast? Me not understand people. But anyway, guys, if what the rumor mill is saying is true, what is the big deal? You have people who married and less than 6 months, them decide they don't want to marry no more. You have people married 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and them decide them don't want to do it no more, whether they have kids together or not. If Miss Kitty husband say him want to leave or him don't want to stay, and if him want DNA, oh my God, are them personal life? Me no know if me come from the old school where, people deserve privacy, even if they are public figures, Things like them look a personal relationship thing there. Me not really take an interest in it. You understand? And I think that people should understand boundaries. Like if Miss Kitty never come out and come say anything about her personal life, and if her husband didn't, me not understand why people would take up even think about putting out a vlog or a blog about her and her husband splitting, and it's a rumor so far. All we know is that it's a rumor. So I don't know how people would take up that and I run with that and I comment on that. But let me just say this. Miss Kitty became public enemy number 1. You see, I find that a lot of people don't like to hear the truth. A lot of people, including some who grew up, didn't have anybody to give them advice to prevent them from making certain mistakes or for making choices that would make their lives better. They appreciate hearing in this day and age where a woman can come out and say these things to younger women or women who are trying to start over, build back them life, coming from abuse and failed relationships and things like that. That is something that should not be frowned upon. People should be glad to hear this being discussed in the public, So the people who hate Miss Kitty are the people who want to see her downfall and who are prey upon her downfall. I don't, them need for come tell the nation what is them problem with Miss Kitty. Me not see no problem with her. More than she should be there as a public speaker and as somebody who are trying to motivate the people of her generation and my generation, every other generation, and motivate man and woman so that we can break the cycle of poverty, break the cycle of fatherless children, break the cycle of broken homes, break the cycle of failed relationships, break the cycle of disrespect toward women and toward men, and just have mutual respect, decency, love for each other. I don't see anything wrong with that. So what if Miss Kitty has said, ladies, don't go there with no worthless man? Or say, man, don't go take up no worthless woman. Me not see nothing wrong with that. That is good. So I would have really want the people them make Miss Kitty live. Yeah, make she live. them talk the most thing. She go find her family and find her husband and her child or whatever. And I do her thing. And if it not work out, I just saw life goes on, you know. But this rumor mongering and them something there, upon the lady name and her family. Lord God, man, make we elevate from that. I think we're better than that. You know, there's so much to talk about. There's so many other things about Jamaica and our Jamaican community, you know, positive and not so positive, that we can talk about, that we can blog about. But, you know, let's not cross certain boundaries with people and their personal lives, you know. So, as me say, me is not really no team Miss Kitty or no team nothing. I am just a member of the Jamaican community, voicing my opinion about this rumor I see going around about Miss Kitty husband have a divorce her and him want DNA and all them something there. Alright guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're interested in politics, this is the channel for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next upload.